You wake up, check your phone, and before you've even taken a breath, your mind is already comparing, scrolling, judging. Everyone seems to know who they are, where they're going, except you. You feel like you're standing still while the world races ahead, like you missed a train that everyone else managed to catch. That hollow ache in your chest, that's not laziness, it's disconnection from yourself, from meaning, from direction. But here's what the Stoics knew. Feeling lost is not a flaw in you, it's a signal from your soul that you've been chasing the wrong things. 2,000 years ago, Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire in the world, yet he wrote in his private journal, "I often wonder what I'm doing, where I'm going, and whether any of it matters." Even an emperor felt lost, because the feeling isn't about circumstance, it's about alignment. You've been taught that happiness lives at the end of achievement. Get the degree, the job, the body, the approval, then you'll feel complete. But the Stoics flipped this idea on its head. They said, you don't find meaning at the end of the path, you create it with every step. Seneca wrote, "No wind is favorable to the sailor who has no port." You feel lost because you've been sailing without asking where you want to go. You move, but not with purpose, just motion. You fill your days, but not your soul. You scroll through 1,000 lives, but forget to live your own. The Stoics would tell you, stop running and look inward. The direction you're searching for isn't out there, it's within your values. What do you truly stand for when the noise stops? What's worth enduring pain for? What's so important that failure wouldn't make you quit? That's your compass. And you won't find it by thinking harder, only by being still. The modern world rewards noise, not clarity. We drown in information and starve for wisdom. Epictetus said, "You cannot begin to learn that which you think you already know." Maybe the reason you're lost is because you've been pretending you know who you are, but you've never stopped long enough to ask. Overthinking is easy, reflection is rare. Take time to sit with silence. It's uncomfortable at first. Your brain will panic, demand distraction, but beneath that noise is truth. Marcus Aurelius practiced this every morning. Before facing Rome's chaos, he would sit in stillness and remind himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. You can't control the economy, people's opinions, or timing, but you can always control your character. That's where direction begins. The Stoics believed life isn't about finding the perfect path. It's about walking any path with virtue. If you act with honesty, courage, patience, and discipline, you can't be lost even if you don't know the destination, because virtue itself becomes your North Star. Seneca said, "If you wish to be free, wish for nothing that depends on others." How many of your goals depend on things you don't control? Approval, fame, validation. These are moving targets. Chase them and you'll always feel behind. The Stoic lives by internal metrics. They ask, did I live with integrity today, not did the world applaud me? That's freedom, the kind that can't be taken away. Modern confusion exists because we've traded meaning for stimulation. We chase constant novelty, new trends, new goals, new identities, hoping something will stick long enough to make us feel whole. But the Stoic path is quieter. It says, choose less, but choose deeply. Fewer desires, fewer distractions, more presence, more purpose. Ask yourself, what if being lost isn't a mistake, but a moment of awakening? What if this confusion is your chance to rebuild who you are? Consciously, intentionally, not through the expectations of others, but through truth. Marcus wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." That retreat isn't about running from life, it's about meeting yourself without the masks. To feel lost is to be on the edge of discovery. It means you've outgrown old versions of yourself but haven't yet stepped into the new one. The Stoics would call that transformation. You're supposed to feel uncertain. It means you're becoming someone else. Instead of fearing it, welcome it. Let confusion humble you, not break you. Life's purpose isn't given, it's crafted through small daily acts of clarity. You don't need a 5-year plan, you need one honest moment, this one, to decide who you want to be right now. Epictetus taught that no man is free until he masters himself. Freedom isn't doing whatever you want, it's wanting only what aligns with your principles. Modern Stoicism isn't about cold detachment, it's about emotional strength through perspective. When things go wrong, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What can I learn?" When people betray you, remember, they act from their own ignorance, not your worth. When you fail, see it not as defeat, but as feedback. Every hardship is training for your reason. The Stoics trained their minds the way warriors train their bodies, daily, deliberately, through discomfort. They didn't wait for peace, they built it. And you can too. Start small. Practice the Stoic pause. Before reacting, breathe. Between stimulus and response lies freedom. When anxiety rises, ask, "Is this under my control?" If yes, act. If not, release. When envy appears, replace it with admiration. When fear whispers, remind yourself, you've survived every moment so far. You're undefeated by reality. Feeling lost often means you're focused on everything you can't control. Outcomes, opinions, timing. But direction returns when you return to action. The Stoics believed character is built not by thinking, but by doing. Seneca said, "Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life." So stop waiting for the perfect plan. Take one small action aligned with who you want to be. Read one page, send one message, take one walk without your phone. Purpose isn't found, it's built brick by brick. The noise of modern life will keep tempting you, trends telling you who to be, apps stealing your focus, people telling you what matters. But the Stoics whisper, remember, who's in charge of your mind? You are. And when you reclaim that, everything else begins to align. You stop chasing the next thing and start noticing the current one. The taste of coffee, the warmth of sunlight, the fact that you're alive. Gratitude is the anchor of Stoic peace. Marcus wrote, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." And gratitude is the quality that transforms thought into calm. Every time you notice what's still good, you weaken the power of what's missing. Over time, the fog lifts. You may not know your destination, but you begin to feel direction again, not as a clear map, but as an inner pull towards what's right. That's the Stoic compass. Virtue, presence, gratitude, and acceptance. You'll still get lost sometimes, everyone does, but now you won't panic. You'll remember the map is drawn one step at a time. The Stoics didn't seek to escape life's confusion. They sought to move through it with dignity. And that's your challenge. Don't wait for certainty before you begin. Begin, and certainty will find you on the way. Because the truth is, you're not lost. You're just becoming. You're in the quiet in-between, where the old version of you has died, and the new one is learning to breathe. That's not confusion, that's evolution. So when the noise gets loud, when your mind says you don't know who you are, answer it like a Stoic. Maybe not yet, but I'm learning. Keep walking, keep breathing, keep choosing virtue over distraction, presence over panic, growth over comfort. The path will reveal itself when you stop needing it to. Life isn't waiting for you to figure it out. It's happening right now, in the very breath you're taking. And that's where all meaning begins. Not in the map, but in the step. That's the Stoic way. That's how you stop feeling lost, not by finding the right road, but by walking any road with the right mind.